Today I want to just show a little bit of what I'm doing. I may have shown, you may have done this, you may not have. It's a way so that regardless of what your diet is, your diet of choice, or your program, this doesn't really interfere and it gives you some soft, gentle fiber if you do it properly. But be careful because if you don't, it'll just jam you up like bricks. Because you definitely have to hydrate properly with this. So where is it? It should be right here. Here we go. This is, they used to make a product. This is Yerba Prima. They used to make a product that I don't see it anymore, but it's actually a little better than this. It was called Colon Care. This is just psyllium husks powder. I just prefer the powder. Oops, sorry. I prefer the powder. Um, why don't we? I'm thinking about just going live with this for more. Anyway, what I have here, I've recently, the past 4 months, I have released 11 pounds of solid fat and put on at least a pound, a little over a pound of solid muscle. So, let me get that down a little bit. So that feels good. I feel lighter. I feel better. I'm able to have more energy, a lot more. And it shows in my work. I'm able to work with a lot more clients. So it's kind of probably testing those limits a little bit too to find out, is that really what I want to do? But I kind of keep a little spoon in here in my husk just to make it easier. But this is plastic, so my other types of things, I like to use like a wood spoon, for example. This is my Dandy blend that I make a tonic out of each almost whenever I want to. And I keep a little wood spoon in there, which is way better and keep your hands clean but when you touch it. But otherwise, yeah, the wood is ideal. I think that I just decided since that was convenient and it was supposedly a biodegradable, I thought maybe it was not too bad. But anyway, that way you want some way to just use it. It says rounded teaspoon. So I would guess that's about, I accidentally started with 2 rounded teaspoons. And then that was 5 days ago. This is, I like to get in glass jars. I had to special order because back in the day, all of the jars were like this. And now they're very hard to find in stores. Thanks to you guys not ever buying it. I'm sorry, but people don't buy it. And they should. They should buy this. And then you have these, you can fill it with distilled, filtered water just for in case of emergency. You don't want to drink out of plastic bottles, back to the plastic again. So I'm going to pour just a little bit into this jar. Just so I'm going to drink it in the kind of, if I do intermittent fasting, so if I feel like I'm about to probably get hungry or if I feel dehydrated. So right now it's 9:35 a.m. Pacific. I'm getting ready to do this because I had not enough food yesterday, basically, or less food. In fact, that's a whole other story. There's things I can't announce quite yet, just because I want to talk to a friend of mine so that she doesn't hear it on social media. But I have some changes that I've gone through that have been awesome, that you wouldn't expect. You wouldn't expect what I've been doing for the past 45 years. So I'm going to just eyeball this, but it comes out to about 2 ounces. I'll show you up close. Just because it's so sugary, but that's a little more than you need. Actually, that's actually a little bit too much. I don't want to pour it back in, but so you need a little less than that. So it's going to be like 2, 4, 6, 8. So yeah, that was about 3 ounces. You really dilute this, and it's just a rare occasion that, for rare reasons, that you would do fruit juice because it's so sugary. But fruit smoothie is okay. Depending how you handle it. So, taking that, putting in our nice kind of rounded spoonful. This is probably larger than a measuring teaspoon. And whoops, I meant to put the water in first, but oh well. Okay, water. Just almost as high as you can and still have room to shake it up so it'll dissolve. So shake that really, really well. You don't want any clumps. And then you want to have your water nearby to immediately drink almost another pint of clean water after. This is what I'm talking about. If you think you're going to be fine just downing some psyllium in one thing, forget it. It turns into a brick. It can actually block your colon instead of helping be a gentle broom. You will find yourself with some difficulty. It could even, some of you, it could be a medical emergency because your gut's in such bad shape. So, sorry, but. All right, so I'm going to drink this down. Pause.